All right.
That's important.
Hello and welcome. I switched this on the wrong screen, but that's fine. Am I at the right screen? No. There we go. Right screen. All right. Professional.
Doing it.
All right. So, hello and welcome. Thank you for watching Lost Legacy Season 2, Episode 4, titled The Prodigal Son. And we are. So, let's go into what we're doing. This is a live play D&D game. We've done a bunch of episodes, and now we're on season 2, where they're coming to stop a giant cult, using and figuring out what secrets they must uncover about the cult and what powers they must gather. But before we get into all that, why don't we get into introductions? I'll start by saying, fortunately, Chris can't join us, but we will be Jaegering him a little bit, but he wants to be here, but due to computer stuff and crazy fires, we are not. He's not available. But let's start. I guess we'll just go in the order I have you guys listed on the stream. So, Rennie, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell them who you're playing and any things you're getting into that people can check out.
Hi, everybody. I'm playing Disbin Tinderfoot, a goblin paladin of Halfling parentage. Yeah, it's complicated. um, yeah, so I'm playing Disbin. My name is Rennie, and I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm part of the creative team of Unconventional Heroes, and yeah, happy to not be on fire.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the night's still young. All right. Sam
Fair.
unfortunately doesn't have a video cam for tonight, but that's fine. We have his picture of his mini up for the picture. Sam, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell them what you're playing.
Hey, I'm Sam. Yeah, I forgot to bring my webcam on vacation, but I am playing Otiseth Kroshtuk, who is our dragonborn, a black dragonborn cleric, and I am very excited to be here with everybody tonight.
Nice. And last but not least, Storm.
Hey everyone, I'm Kellen, an artificer, a gnome, and now that I hang with Otiseth, hope he doesn't eat gnomes because it looks like he's very interested in horse meat. So I'm gonna probably do my best to stay away from him, and glad to be here.
Nice. And I am your GM, Gino or Gene. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get into this. So things you can do is we got channel points, which is like potion bottles that happen when you're watching the stream. You can cash those in to either give the group or a specific person inspiration, or you can spend a lot more to give me inspiration, which will likely be used against your party, which is fine. So besides that, as I was saying, everyone gathered up, last year, and they solved a strange culty quest, signed their own personal town that then was revealed that this town was cut off from the world, and due to their interference slash saving, they reawakened it and reconnected to the world, and now there is a much larger threat at hand, which they have been single-handedly tasked to stop. They are on their way to. Oh boy! Oh man,
Raven's Rest.
Draven's Rest. Yes, because that's the king. Okay, got it. Yeah, they're on their way to Draven's Rest, which is a coastal like cliff over a cliff over a sea area, and it is kind of where Disbin's quest to do a museum heist took place during the year off. So it would be generally about a 2 week walk with like slow horses and like pulling like wagons or mules. But they bought a war horse and they bought a riding horse, and so with that and a wagon, this should only take about a week's journey. They have finally left Narmore behind them, with Norm the gnome, a gnomish illusionist who helped create the thing that blocked everyone's memory, and also was a hero that helped fight the initial shadow back in the day. With He is heading toward the stronghold, the bastion of the strong, which is the place that Disbin has trained, but also where they believe they might have research into this ancient evil, and that one of the old heroes who fell is his paladin order. And so, once the PCs have taken care of finding a missing hero who was presumed dead, or maybe their heir, Nadia Peacepennies, or their heir, uh, in Draven's Rest, they will be moving there. But first, we start off at the beginning, which is they're on the road. So Disbin, taking lead on the wagon. Gotcha.
Yep.
You got the Watchers, Faithful Steed, Silver Star with you, and you guys are moving pretty good. Who would like to? I guess we're gonna do some rolls for the journey. So this is gonna be day 1. So I need someone to roll me a d20. Anyone can do.
What do you got?
I rolled a 6.
Okay. All right. So, Rennie, you are driving for the first start of this journey. So that will be what your task is. Is someone keeping watch or navigating?
I will keep watch.
Okay. Could I get a perception check from you, Seth?
Yes.
Gene, can I have Reggie also on watch to give him advantage?
Sure.
22. Oh, I can roll for advantage to see if I do better. I don't. 22.
Okay. So you're following it takes about a day or so, about a day and a half, and you are making your way through a winding trail through these woods on the edge of Nairmore. You finally, about 2.5 days, you don't really see anything. Not a lot of, there's some game, but nothing too much. You make your way through the first day or so. Uneventful. Are you guys making camp? Are you trying to find a camp, or are you just gonna go to the side of the road?
Well, I think getting a camp's probably a good idea. Riding on this cart's pretty uncomfortable.
All right. Then I need someone to make a survival check, and it's gonna be someone who hasn't done something to. So, Helen, why don't you give me a survival?
Here we go. 15.
Okay. So,
Nice.
With ease, you guys have explored a large amount of the woods in this area, your previous adventures, and with practiced ease, you find a nice little grotto that you pull off to. That stars, crickets chirping, stars above you. But yeah, it is currently peaceful.
I guess we want to set up watches, right?
Corfin kind of taps his goggles. Well, I can see at night, so if you need me to take a night watch, yeah.
Sure. I'll take final watch, whatever that is. I don't know how many. If we want to do 4 watches, there's 4 of us plus Reggie.
That sounds sounds reasonable. I'll do the second one.
I accept your proposal. I shall take the first watch.
All right. Oh, just Seth. Make me a perception check.
You got it. 11.
Okay. You keep your eyes peeled, and this is kind of like the first time, besides you wandering a bit when you were trying to find these people, being in a campsite with a group of people. Because most of the time it was mostly on your own, as no one really wanted to interact too hard with a giant scary dragon man. But yeah, you kind of watch as you see these humanoids, sleeping before you, and it is a strangely peaceful time, even though you are out exposed in the woods, not in a very defensible. But you don't think anything is threatening.
Excellent.
Is there anything you want to do during your?
I think just observe the general patterns of the non-lizardkin and how they make their camps, and just try to culturally start to soak in what's going on and notice any key differences from what I'm used to.
Make me an insight check.
Sure. Critical failure.
Okay. I mean, what's your total?
5.
Okay. one thing off the bat that is strange to you is these people don't sleep like a military. Not like tightly knit, not ready at a moment's notice. Like, yeah, Disbin's weapons are near him. Actually, you don't even see. He doesn't even have weapons out. But he's sleeping with, like, bundled in his cloak. And his armor's off. And, like if something were to attack, like, you guys would be at a disadvantage. You're the only one who's still fully armored, you know? And it's a little disconcerting because you're used to, like, military. You're used to, like, everyone is ready at a moment's notice. Everyone was drilled since they were young. Heck, even you served a little bit. And you are, you know, of the royal house. So it's just, like, definitely not, like, militaristic. That is the biggest difference. That's all you can really tell from here. Is that they're clearly not ready for war at a moment.
Got it.
The rest of the night goes by uneventful. As you guys arise in the morning, Disbin, you know, you're the last watch. Reggie's kind of hanging out with you. And this night passes.
Nice. I'm gonna see if Reggie can scrounge up some game so we can have a decent breakfast in the morning.
Make a survival check with Reggie stuff.
He's probably not super great at that. He's good. He's okay. How'd he do? A 10, Gene.
Okay, so he runs off, and then a little while later, you see that he has a rabbit, a pretty big one. You definitely
Nice.
see there's some scuffing on his armor, on his barding. Like, this fucking, it's a big rabbit, like a jackrabbit.
Yeah.
Like, it definitely put up a fight, but he kind of comes
Cool.
back with this big ass rabbit in his haunches, and like you hear like success, you know, hunter, like in your brain.
Yeah. Nice job, Reg. Oh, this is gonna make a great stew.
There's a thumping against your leg as the tail just starts thwapping hard.
Yep. And Gene, I am trained in cook's utensils. And I will prepare us a nice hearty breakfast to get us going.
No roll necessary. You know, this is a practiced, your practiced hand. You're trained in cook's utensils. You make your way. Everyone gets a nice breakfast. It's like, oh, this is fucking good, and just, you know, scarfs it down as he does, and you all begin your way. Okay, so this is gonna be the next day. I need someone to roll me who didn't roll. Roll me a d20.
Just perception.
Just a raw d20. This is just I'm determining what random events may or may not happen in your day.
There you go. Here we go. I rolled an 8.
Okay. Cool. You do notice that the weather begins to darken, but not sure. You don't think it's gonna rain, but it definitely a lot of cloud cover. As you guys now feel that this second day you will be reaching the edge of the forest and you'll be exiting about halfway through. So I guess we'll do it again. Who would like to make a perception check? And if you guys want, I can have Finn also make any of these checks for you.
I can check again if there are no other volunteers.
You seem to have good eyes, Otis.
Thank you. 7.
Okay.
You say looking straight up at the sun.
Yeah. Like it's
Precisely.
Not that, yeah, you're like looking. You're constantly vigilant, but you're a little like over vigilant. So like you're looking at like cracks and snaps that you hear, like an animal scurry by, and so it makes it so that the thing that may or may not be important to notice isn't really. And so continue moving throughout your day. Guys, about noon hits around, you know, noon 1-ish. You break the tree line, and you see a long path, you know, rolling grass. Not like hills and stuff, but like you're out of the forest. the smell of salt water. It's faintly on the air as you're a few miles away from shore, but and a few days from the Gulf. But you are near a shoreline in the distance. And you guys continue moving your way. And I'll say, I imagine you guys stop for lunch.
Yeah.
When you break the forest cover, you are on a well-traveled road. Road is definitely been traveled a lot recently.
Gene, quick question: is this the same path that I took to get to Draven's Rest when I left?
Well, you didn't go directly to Draven's Rest. You went to the Bastion, so
That's true.
So you probably hit
That's
this
true.
road, and probably a bit further down, it makes it makes a fork that leads you toward the humanoid kingdom, and also the face of I would say that the stronghold is probably a month away because of just its distance.
Sure.
Versus this one's about 2 weeks.
Okay. Just curious. I'm still on a familiar path for now.
You're on the familiar path right now, and you definitely took both parts of the path when on your way back to Draven's Rest. When you took from the stronghold, you just went the other way of the fork. So you're pretty familiar with this road. You know that there's wood lines along it, small copses of trees, probably some caves, a bunch of a few rivers here and there. There's definitely places to stay, and you know that about every probably week of normal travel or 3 days on your style travel is a road inn, a road tavern.
Okay.
That generally has lodging and food, as it's a pretty traveled road.
Cool.
This next day goes uneventful, though the clouds are getting a little heavier. Who would like to make a survival check? It can't.
I made the last one, so I'll pass on to somebody else.
All right, I'll look around and he will make it. Good job.
Oh, Corfin.
All right, you got 17. So he looks around, and as you're moving, he goes, I think that would make a nice one. And you see some stones kind of piled up in the area, and you see an old fire pit. It doesn't look like it's been used within the past, day or so, but definitely looks like travelers, pull off the road, and it's a nice campground. Already pre-built.
I think I stayed here last time I took this road, but there was some rough customers on the way.
So as you guys begin kind of setting your cabin up, your wagon down, setting things up to make camp. Are we? I'm imagining taking watches once again.
You're cutting in and out.
Sorry. You're sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was not close to my mic. There we go. So, you guys make camp for the night. I imagine same kind of situation. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna roll to see what happens. Ooh. Oh. All right. So, who's on third watch?
I was on second.
So
I'll stay on second.
Finn's on third. Okay.
I think it's Finn, Gene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I will make a. Okay. The night passes. Everything goes smoothly. And you guys all wake up in the morning. It's a little stiff again. Not everyone is used to traveling on the road. Most of you have slept in beds for most of your lives, so this is not a very common occurrence. So, well, okay.
For most of us.
I would say Disbin and likely Otisesh are fine because even though Otisesh lives a comfortable life, he lived in slept in cots during digs and stuff. So
I'm not doing well.
But Kellen, you had luxury. Your dad had all these weird inventions to be what's a better way to sleep? You did once get trapped in a bed, you recall. But that's not important. It was experimental. And you guys continue on the road. I would say with ease sake, since you guys are decent at survival, you will be able to acquire food in this area. And you know that about a day's travel from here, Dizzy, there is a small tavern.
I will let everyone know. Hey guys, not too much longer, but we got a tavern coming up, so we can water the horses and maybe wet our whistles.
Kellen perks up, gets a little happier than usual. He likes civilization.
To study the peculiar nature of the people in this area.
All right, and your journey. Can I get another D20 roll? Whoever didn't roll yet.
Oh, I think it's my turn. D20. 5.
Okay.
Roll low.
The cloud covers heavier. You definitely feel a moisture in the air. You believe it's going to rain at some point.
Ugh.
But so far, you're making your moves. Someone like to give me a perception check?
I got this one.
Sure.
17.
Okay. So you begin moving your way through the trail. Another solid day's travel, and about 3/4 of the way through the day, you see the Fighting Cock Inn. There's a rooster that looks like it has boxing gloves on its wings, and
Nice.
And it has that like the wind is kind of picking up, so its sign is swinging. You see like one of those like wind style things that are like that kind of tell you how bad it is.
Weather vanes.
Weather vane.
Gene.
There we go. I don't know word stuff.
I'm letting you know.
You see a weather vane kind of spitting. There is a small barn attached, and you do hear the sound of chickens and roosters making all sorts of noise. And you see a horse or two kind of stabled there, but it doesn't look like it's very, very well frequented currently.
Okay.
There is a smoke coming from the chimney, and there is a smell coming out of the inn that smells like a hot meal. See how good that. It smells decent. No halfling meal that you're used to, but it definitely has like the smell of like one of those forever stews. That's always
Yeah. I'll pull the wagon off to, as covered an area as I can, knowing the rain is on its way. And I'll go, hey, I'm gonna take care of the horses. I'll be right in.
You see a small whiskered dwarven gentleman kind of come out, a nice beardling. He's a little bit taller than you, Dizzy. And he goes, how can I help you?
Is there a place to stable our animals?
Oh, absolutely. And he waddles his way and opens up the barn, and you see stalls, and you see an area that you can pull a wagon into. He goes,
Nice.
I can take care of that if you want to go into the inn.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Let me know how much it is for feed and all that stuff, and if you do those services, let me know.
Well, we do. When you go in and just tell them that I'm stabling the two horses and your wagon, and I'm sure if are you getting a room for tonight?
Yeah, I think my friend Kellen here will insist on a roof over our heads tonight. So yeah.
Well, if you're getting the room for the night, it's included in the fee. If not, it's a few copper. But yeah, just go in and take it up with Ima, and you'll be good to go.
Well, thank you kindly, mister. And I'll give him a quick wave.
Yeah, he gives you a wave, and he begins leading the horses and unhitching them, and your wagon's under cover, and he begins doing what you would expect a stable hand to be able to do.
Nice. I guess head inside. My only note, Gene, is I'm gonna go hood up, and I'm gonna wrap my cloak on me so I don't look like an armor wearing, goblin. I just look like a guy.
Okay. So as you all make your way into this tavern, it is decent size. You notice that there is a gentleman, kind of sitting by himself in a corner. There's a young woman who's talking with a few friends, but that is all the patrons. You notice that the bar is a little shorter than it would be for most humanoids, but because as you can see, you see two dwarves, running. One running from the kitchen, one running from the running the bar. You see this young lady with a small, like, heavy mutton chops, so not a quite full beard. This young dwarven lass, and you can tell she's like probably a few years older than the kid, and maybe could be motherly. Who knows? You don't know how the aging, differentiation of like their race. But she's behind the bar, and she kind of nods as you all come in. You see six key hooks behind her, and two of them are missing.
Well, Kellen hops up on the bar, says, ale for me and whatever my friends want. As he has the big backpack on, he puts the gun kind of in like a little holder, so he has like the tanks and all these little hoses and everywhere. He kind of locks it in and is waiting for the first drink.
Kind of like looks at you, looks at your stuff, looks up to the giant dragonborn, looks down to the hooded fellow, looks over to Corfin who's waving. I want an ale. I want an ale too. And she goes, all right. You see her head over to a cask that has a familiar symbol to the everyone but Otisesh. It is the flame cast symbol, where you know that the brewer of that lives in your village. She just begins pouring 4 glasses and setting them up. They're like pints. Like, didn't ask, like, there are no mugs. There are pint glasses, and there's like nothing smaller.
It comes in points.
And she goes, "Oh, well, welcome to me establishment, the Fighting Cock, and I'm Bertha. Who are all ye folk?"
Hi, I'm Kaboom. I mean Kellen. As he grabs some silver coins and lays them on the bar for the drinks.
All right, you're a bit jittery. That's a lot. Just saying, that's a lot. She looks over to you, Dismon, in the cloak, like kind of like definitely trying to eye you to be like, "What the fuck is?"
Yeah, I'm not trying to be shady, but I'm definitely staying hooded. You can call me Dizzy, and this is my friend Reggie. Do you mind getting something for him?
Drinking?
I look at Reggie.
She says, "Burr." So she
I think that's a yes.
She just takes out like a stew bowl that you saw was there, and just opens the cask and puts it on the floor, and Reggie starts drinking it. And then she looks at you, giant dragonborn, like, "You're a strange fellow in my bar. Not saying that that's a bad thing, but what do you drink?"
Gene, what would be like a good like dragonborn drink that I think they would not have heard of?
I mean, you guys definitely have a lot more spiced things because you have generally a more tolerance for like stranger, like hot peppers, and I would imagine also like the strange spices that are not as, and also like elementally infused drinks because of your generally dragon breath. So like you can just take any acidic drink and be like, "That's the best." I don't like.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can make something up, whatever you want. But generally, I would imagine they would also have ales and other things.
I would like your strongest, most flavorful beverage.
All right. Well, apples are in season, so give me a second. She heads over to like a crock pot style thing hanging on the fire. She pulls out a ladle and fills this pint glass with this hot old cider smelling, lots of different like cinnamon and cloves. This will do. She'll pass it to you.
He takes a sip. Does it taste spicy at all or not?
It has a slight spice to you, but you're definitely used to some harder spices.
Yeah. This is a beverage for children.
I mean, I do serve it to most humans. I get what you're saying. I got strong stuff if that's what you're looking for.
Yes.
All right. So she heads back behind the bar and she pulls out this metallic bottle, unscrews it, and pulls out a small shot glass. Pours it oh so carefully, not a drop. Passes it to you. This'll put hair on your chest. And she like looks at you like.
This would be amusing. He tastes the beverage.
All right, make me a Constitution. First poison.
That's how you know it's the good stuff. You have to make saving throws.
23.
You know what? It burns good. It reminds you of some of the stronger like whiskey like drinks you've gotten that were infused by the forge houses, like the smiths of your land drink this stuff, and they're generally like red dragonborn and like bronze dragonsborn, and so they
Gold, bronze.
gold, yeah, and it burns, and you feel this heat, but it reminds you of that, and for the next hour you have fire resistance.
This is the most wonderful beverage I have had since I left my homeland.
Well, this is courtesy of the Flame Cask. This is their specialty. This is their special brand. He looks at you. You're paying. That drink alone is a gold. Just letting you know. Looking at you, Kaboom, and then Finn just grabs it out.
Kaboom grabs 2 gold, and it says, I'll take one of those, please.
All right. She again, same process, like delicate.
No, be careful. You know how you get.
Not a handshake, since she passes you this shot, perfectly poured.
Kellen looks over at the dragon, saw that he took a sip, so Kellen takes the whole shot.
Okay. Make me a Constitution save.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. Your entire face goes red, but keep cool. It feels good. It burns down all the way to the center, and you feel like you have this like inferno inside you. And for the next hour, you have fire resistance.
Kellen will take a brief breath. His face go,
and a little smoke comes out.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that a lot.
All right.
Looks over it, rolls over, and looks over at Disbin next. Come on, you can do it.
I guess I don't want to be left out. What's this stuff called?
Well, this is called the Ember Shot.
The Ember Shot. I mean, it's got an impressive name.
Well, the
all right,
you can only have one. I hear drinking 2 can be fatal.
Fatal?
I mean,
oh, okay. Well,
to some of you less hardy races.
I will slide a gold across and take my hood off.
Her eyes squint, but she, again, same process, same like care. Heads you over the drink.
I guess to your health.
She looks to you as you're drinking. To yours, son. To yours. Make me a con save, please.
Sure, buddy. Oh.
Roll well.
A 9, Gene.
So it burns, going down, and you are immediately drunk. The rest of you are buzzed, even though you made your save. You're lightly buzzed. Rennie, you are drunk. You are poisoned for the next hour. While you are poisoned, you have fire resistance. And
nice.
You, as you finish that shot, you are blind for 2 minutes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Like I'm holding onto the bar, like white knuckling it on the bar.
Oh boy.
Where does it hurt?
Hurt so much.
Where does it hurt?
Otis laughs and slaps the bar and says, "Ha! You two will do excellent when we get back to my homeland."
Kellen puts together pulls out his herbalism kit, pulls a few little things together, and kind of puts it in Dizzy's mouth. See if that'll help him out a little bit.
Okay, make me a medicine check.
All right.
And Finn looking at you do this is like, oh, I'm good. I'm good.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. You start shoving things in your mouth that you can't see. The hilarity.
No, you
ensues.
you have to swallow it. You have to swallow it. It'll make you feel better.
Honestly, you don't know if you can
It
swallow.
hurts.
Your tongue is so big
I know.
and your throat hurts.
I kind of hold my mouth and hold my nose
Like
and see if I can do it.
tears are streaming down his face. Like your nostrils are, all like you are cleared out. So your allergies are good. Your sinus is done. But you are sweating profusely. And again, a few minutes go by. Your sight begins to return in, and it's real warm. She goes, "There's a trough outside. You might want to dunk your head."
I'm just gonna take my cloak off. Like whatever pretense I was trying to go for, totally gone.
Well, I haven't had that much fun in a night. 3 customers coming in for the special ember shot. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh yeah, there ain't nothing gonna cure that. But you'll be fine.
I feel fine.
Well, all right. You're staying. So do you guys need some rooms?
Oh.
Yes.
It'll be a silver a night, per room.
Kellen pulls out a silver. Private room, please. Thank you.
He hands you a key.
Oop, 1 silver gone. Yeah, I need some food too. What do you got?
Oh, we got a stew.
Anything? That really doesn't smell as good as I'd hoped. Anything else?
Or I
want stew.
Well, let's say if you get a room, it comes with the stew.
I'll take the damn stew then.
All right. So she hands you a key. Are you
Okay.
all sharing, or you all getting your own rooms? I got 2 more left.
I will get my own room. He pulls the silver out.
Alright.
And my own stew.
She hands you a key. Well, that's great. I love paying customers. They're my favorite. It's been kind of lackluster, honestly. There was a lot of travel a little while ago, and then it all kind of started drying up. But hey.
Who may have been traveling across the road? Maybe some people we know.
Well, just a lot of different travelers coming from Dravenrest and some of the nice villages.
Anybody of particular interest or very unusual? I mean, more unusual than us, maybe.
Well, I mean, not so unusual. I'm just saying that it's dried up over the past few months. It's just been dying down, and honestly, I've been hearing rumors that there are bandits.
Bandits, you said?
Bandits are bad. That's bad.
Oh yeah, that's why. It's bad for business, honestly.
Wait till they get a list. This guy, as he points up to the Otiseth.
Well, I mean, he's paying, so that's good for me. I don't really know much about it. I haven't really encountered it, but I have been hearing rumors that things have been moving in the area. Can't tell you exactly what it is, but I just know that people are having issues.
Okay. Well, here's a silver. I think me and Finn will share a room with Reggie.
All right. Finn takes the key. And you guys are all served some stew. The two ladies kind of keep talking amongst themselves. The gentleman in the corner kind of silently just drinks and but yeah. If there's anything else you want to know or do, let me know.
First thing Kellen wants to do after he eats, he wants to go up in his room and take off all of his equipment. It's pretty tiring from carrying all that stuff and shake out the dust and start cleaning his gear.
She as you're kind of like where you travel, she goes, "Tell you if you pay me boy 5 copper, he'll do a laundry service for you."
Yeah, that would be good. Let me get my things together that need to be cleaned up.
Erwin, Erwin! She yells out the back, and that same kid who was the stable hands kind of washes his hands off in a trough, like you see them kind of wet. He rubs them on his shirt. He heads inside. Yeah, Mom, what can I do? These people not need laundry services. All right. Kind of looks happy to be doing stuff.
Okay. So Kellen will go get out of his armor, change his clothing, and give his dirty clothing to this guy.
Sure.
Get taken care of.
Pay him 5 copper, and he do your laundry for you.
5 copper. I can do that.
And I will say, if you want, you could make me an insight check.
Okay.
Or it's not super hard.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Yeah, no, this is the best. This is the best service you've ever gotten. Truly, truly, truly amazing. Nothing bad's happening here. We're good. This is great.
Ken will get out his different tools and things, tinkering, just trying to get all the dirt and grime out of the armor, and then actually paying special attention to his weaponry to make sure everything's good so it functions. He'll check the connections and make sure everything's kind of good and ready to go. But he's going to pay special attention to the special markings on his gun to kind of see if there's anything he may have missed before,
Like
and kind of making sure. Yeah, the barreling, and then on the other thing, when you pull the trigger back, anything that's there, just want to make sure everything's perfectly cleaned.
Yeah, he definitely notices now that he knows how to look that there are a lot more sigils than he realized. And all kind of like, you notice when you pull the hammer back, it creates this broken sigil, and when the hammer slams forward, the whole sigil seals and activates. Well, that's something I didn't fully realize. I thought it was like some more percussion than.
Can I make some kind of like an Arcana check to see if I can figure out magically what might have happened?
Sure.
Okay. I rolled a 17.
Okay. So you know that when you first started with this experimental device, it used, the strange gunpowder that you were working on that had the strange sigil work in it. And now you realize by hooking up this tube and this like backpack that really it's now like energy manipulation opposed to having to actually load it with, as much gunpowder, unless you're firing real projectiles, which you still do. But you're noticing that there are now this like conduit kind of built when the hammer strikes, it doesn't actually strike a material, but it connects like a small spell sigil that then activates and draws power from the backpack or, modifies it. And you know that like maybe you rotate a tube or you flick a dial and the sigil kind of rotates in like the barrel. So a different effect happens. And you can still do the manual loading of your powder and shot, but you've seen now you're getting to the idea that like with your modifications that when you fire this shot, it can be enhanced through this energy as you've seen before when you were doing that like strange smiting device. It's kind of like the energy flows through the chamber and through the barrel, and as the shot comes out, it's like also fires the spell with it. And you think that to a point eventually, as you tinker more, you might figure out a way to not even need to use, shot in any. Just fire the raw magical energy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure all the tubes are good because when I need it to work, it has to work.
Okay. And
after that's done, I'm gonna kind of get some rest. I'm in a nice, comfortable bed for a change.
As you guys are continuing your night, a crack of thunder occurs as the evening rolls on. You hear the pitter patter of rain on the roof. Storm has. Yeah, is there anything else you guys want to do in this?
Nope.
Okay.
Gene, can I kind of casually observe some of the other patrons?
Sure. Yeah, you notice the guy in the back seems to have elven features. Not quite like Mag, because Mag is an Eladrin, but definitely a little
Yeah.
bit more earthy. Definitely a little like a lot of road travel, but definitely keeping to themselves. The sharp almond eyes. Definitely keeping a look around. But they're definitely here. Enjoying the meal. The two women are kind of speaking in hushed tones. You can give me a perception check or insight with disadvantage.
Got it, buddy. That's a 4.
Yeah, they're talking about they're having a very deep conversation about religion and certain orders that you've never heard of. Like gods
Okay.
and stuff that like you're just not familiar with. They just really weren't. They're not talking about any of the Father Hastings god or any of the druidic totems that Pharaoh worshipped, and so it's just like weird words and like talking about like the strange happenings in this place called Pentos, and again, it's a little bit over your head, and also you're a little drunk, so it's hard for you to
Yep.
kind of like you're getting every other word in the conversation, and so it's like kind of just drones into this like, oh, they're having a way deeper talk than you are ready for.
Yeah.
But they seem to be kind of fine on their own. I will say, even though you rolled not great, you do catch that they are heading to Namor. They're on their way.
Oh.
They're kind of making a small pilgrimage to visit Father Hastings.
Nice.
They hear that there's a church out there, and they want to check out what all the hubbub of this new or old town is, and they're a little confused on it.
Okay. At some point when maybe I'm a slightly less drunk, maybe on the edge of my inebriation,
Yep.
I'm gonna kind of stumble to their table and just go, ladies, I don't mean to I don't mean to intrude, but I hear you're going to Nearmore, and I'm from there, and I can recommend a place to stay. And what's is it? The Flame Cask Tavern?
No, it's the Faded Swallow Inn.
Faded Swallow. I was like, the Faded Swallow Inn is really great. If you're looking for clothing or fiber craft, there's the Blaze Weavers. If you're looking for some hardier equipment, and I'll kind of at this point now start to kind of show off my armor. The Tenderfoots are halfling smiths, get you quality gear. I'm not trying to intrude. I just it's a great little town.
We appreciate some of the advice. We're heading there to go visit Father Hastings. Apparently, no one from the churches have been out there, and so we want to kind of get to know his parish and what he's been doing. It's been apparently many years since he's been gone. So we just want to see if there's any support that us and the different churches can give him. And you notice that each of them are wearing holy symbols. Again, you don't really recognize.
Yeah, I'll glance at them, but I won't question them.
Yeah.
Father Hastings is a friend of mine. Tell him Disbin says you're pretty okay, and you'll probably get a pretty favorable welcome. We go way back.
They are not appreciative, but they kind of like you get the feeling that they are ready to go back to their conversation.
Yeah.
As they're like, okay, thank you, but they're being like in that like very polite, but they're also like, we're gonna
right.
And
safe journeys.
You as well, and you guys, you take the rest for the evening. It's more or less an event. As you guys raise for the morning, you smell the smell of bacon and eggs and a large breakfast, coffees, a decent breakfast that comes with your room. Your clothing is freshly laundered in front of your door, folded in like a neat pile.
Awesome.
As you guys, head downstairs, and I imagine your breakfast.
Thank you for the breakfast, Miss Bertha, but my mouth tastes like I licked a donkey, or he licked me.
That's good. You'll grow hair on your chest. It'll hair on your chest.
Okay.
As you guys are kind of getting into your breakfast, about to hit the road, the rain. Actually, someone roll me a d20, please. See how the
I
rain
got
is
it.
doing.
Let's see. Start. Here we go. Interestingly, I rolled the 1.
Okay. It is pouring. The rain has not let up from the night and the storm. You don't hear thunder as much, but it's definitely a downpour. And at this moment, as you guys are kind of getting into your breakfast, you're sitting around. The elven man is not here anymore. The 2 women are downstairs eating breakfast. And the doors burst open. You see a person bundled in like a rain cloak. Are they here? Did you see them? And he's like looking around wildly.
See who? What are you talking about?
My daughter. We were camping and the rain, and I went to go try to retrieve traps. And when I came back to the camp, she was gone.
Look at the bartender. Have you seen the daughter? Anybody?
He goes, oh, I don't know who.
Mister, hi, my name is Disbin. Was this last night? Was this morning?
It was a few hours ago. I mean, I traveled in this direction hoping that she would be heading toward the inn. We couldn't quite make it with the rain coming down. But when I woke in the morning, I went to relieve myself, and when I came back, she was gone. And the tents were messed up, and I didn't know what to do.
Do you have any articles of her clothing? Do you have anything that is of her?
Because I ran here with what I could carry. My camp is still set up down the road. I needed to find her. He starts like searching through his stuff. He kind of, yes. Hold on, I do. And he pulls out a hand mirror, like a, not very fancy, but kind of passes it to you.
Thank you, Reggie. Here, boy. And I will give Reggie the mirror, or yeah, I'll just hold it for him to get the scent as best he can.
Okay.
I will hand it back to the guy and go, listen, it's coming down pretty bad out there. You should stay here, stay dry, in case she comes back and returns here. If that was the plan, she might still show up, but I think it's worth someone looking into it.
Okay. Her name is Liliana. She's about 5'2", red hair, freckles, probably 13 or so. She's just my daughter. Not too stocky, a little waifish, pale skin, and as you're looking over this guy, he looks like an old, like probably mid-30s. Definitely rough around the edges for definitely like farming tan, like that a lot of you recognize living on farms and stuff. Like this guy looks like he is a worker, and definitely something to do with at least an outdoor lifestyle.
And Gene, human.
Human.
I'm gonna kind of put a hand, I guess, like on his forearm because I'm small. And listen, I know you're worried right now, but I need you to have faith and have hope. Your daughter is still with us. We'll find her. Get some food. And I'm not going to push him, but I'm going to sort of like go to the bar.
And also, so you notice the 2 ladies kind of come over to him and go, well, we will pray, and why don't we pray together? Talk about this. We'll help you. Oh, we'll take care of whatever he's eating and drinking. And they begin kind of talking with this gentleman, and definitely you get a very similar vibe to how Father Hastings talks to some of the kids that were like going through some stuff. And they start talking. Finn goes, I don't know what the fuck this is, but yeah, we should probably check it out. I'll tell you, last time I thought I was going to save a girl, and I then found out it was all my brain. So I'm not really, but I'm down for whatever you want to do. Don't worry about it. It's a long story.
I don't know how that helps, Finn, but thanks. Kaboom, Odiseth, you in?
Kellen's finishing up the last of his thing. He goes, "Well, yeah, I really don't think prayers are going to help. We should probably just go look for the child."
Indeed.
All right.
Hood, cloak.
Are you guys going to be walking, or are you saddling up your horses and taking your wagon, or are you just taking your two horses?
How far away is the camp?
He said he's traveled a few hours to get here.
I guess we got to get the cart.
No, the cart is big and bulky, and it might fuck up. It might mess up tracks on the way, and it might mess up Reggie's sense of smell. There's horse, there's rain. He's probably gonna have a hard time smelling through this anyway. We should probably just hoof it. I'm so sorry, Kellen.
Finn's like, well, I mean, we could probably just take our horses. One's a riding horse, one's a war horse, and you can ride Reggie. You can ride Reggie, so we could make some speed and not.
Can I ride on the drag? I'll ride on Odiseth. Great idea.
No, you're gonna ride. You're gonna ride with me because we're two small boys. We're gonna ride one horse. I feel like Okasesh is gonna ride another horse because he's a very large fella.
All right, well, I guess so. Not as fun as riding a dragon.
I do not appreciate your jest.
Kellen's still smiling.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Horses, no cart. Let's go.
All right. So you they kind of look around and Otisesh, Finn's like, you might want to take the war horse. It's your size.
Yes.
And then Kellen and Finn, you guys saddle up onto the riding horse, and you two being small, plenty to be able to carry you. Guys begin to move. So, are you guys going at a normal pace, a fast pace, slow pace, like trying to pick up tracks? What are you trying to do? You know that this guy walked and moved through the rain a few hours, but again, you're not sure.
Yeah, but we don't know when something happened to her.
Correct. I will say it is morning, so you know it happened recently. So, like, if it's like 8 or 9 in the morning, maybe this guy got up at 5 or something, you know?
Right. So it could have happened at 2 in the morning in theory. If something happened. I'm gonna say if it's only a few hours by his feet, I feel like a medium pace, we'd probably get there in an hour, maybe a little more. And fast, I'm just worried we're not going to be able to pick up a trail. So my vote is medium.
Okay.
Yeah, if we get back to the camp, maybe we can find some clues or some indication of what might happen in this case.
Yeah.
All right. So, I will need 2 checks from the party. One will be a survival check for tracks, and the other will be a perception. And you can do them.
I'm not good.
You can do that normal because you guys aren't moving fast.
Yeah, you guys can roll that. That's not my specialty.
I will do survival.
Well, this is going to be a group check. So we're going to do 2 group checks. We'll start.
Everyone survival?
Start with survival.
I rolled a nat 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
And Reggie can do this with advantage.
Nice. Reggie does survival with advantage. I think he's a +1. So.
Norm, what'd you get?
Oh, I have to roll survival too?
Yeah, it's a group check, so it's good.
Try to avoid it whenever possible. Here we go. I rolled a 19.
Okay.
Huzzah.
Ren, what'd you get?
I got a 15. Reggie got an 11.
Fine. So you got five out of 5 checks because the natural 20 counts for 2 successes. You see, this guy was running. He was moving through the mud. He was not making, he was booking it, trying to find it. You could definitely tell, like, there were spots where he stopped and, like, probably shouted, like, definitely, like, some pacing along the path. Definitely, like, you see him move toward the edge of the forest occasionally, then head back on the trail. Now we can make as you guys begin moving, you've traveled your hour. Let us make a group perception.
Okay. I rolled a 9.
17.
Okay. And this is scent and sounds. This is scent, so Reggie can technically do.
Perfect. Oh, Reggie got a nat 20 for 23.
Okay.
I
Nice.
got a 17.
Okay.
Good.
Awesome. So again, 5 successes as everyone kind of chips in and starts looking around. And in the distance, you guys have rushed and moved at a decent pace, about an hour's travel. You see a camp. Well, the remains of a camp. You see a tent a little bit torn. You see some things scattered throughout this campsite. Kind of rush up and pull up on it.
Oh, Cullen jumps over and starts looking at the tears to see if he can figure out any evidence of what might be involved in this.
Okay. Make me an investigation check.
Yeah, now we're talking. 17.
Okay. As you kind of rush forward and begin looking around, you notice that there was definitely. Actually, everyone make me. Let's everyone give me an invest. As depending on how well you do, will determine how many details you get.
18.
Gene, big fat 3.
Cool. Okay. So, first thing, Kellen, you notice that there was a struggle. That there was definitely movement and tears, so like maybe weapons. You don't see any blood. Odathesh, as he's kind of investigating the tent, you begin making a perimeter around the camp to kind of like get like that tactical perspective of like what happened and why. And you notice toward the wood line that there is at first some heavy footprints, and then about 30 feet in, heavy footprints with dragging, like drag marks. And then Finn kind of looking around. Huh. What's this? And he picks up some fur on the ground. Oh, it smells awful.
Here, give it to Reg so he can get a whiff.
Rennie, he passes it to you. Make me a nature or history check with advantage.
Ooh,
As
interesting.
you are familiar with this.
Ooh, I am terrible at both.
I know you are, but I'm trying.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Uh, 17 with advantage.
You know what? That's an unmistakable smell. That is wet warg fur.
Disney's eyes kind of go wide with fear. Something you guys don't normally see on Diz. Shit.
What is it?
This is the fur of a warg. My family used to breed them. They're nasty. They're kind of like hounds gone wrong. More like wolves, really.
My gun's nasty too. Let's find it.
So,
And we have a dragon.
What's up?
Yeah.
As you see a purple sparkling dragon appear that was wrapped around Kellen's shoulder. But it's so wet, and he crawls back under your hood.
I really hope this isn't my kin. All right. Well, we gotta find this girl.
I will say you have a trail, as Otis can point out, the drag marks. That again, they begin, a little more coverage, and eventually you notice that the drags kind of go away in a distance. But yeah, if you'd like to start making your way in that direction, and are you trying to be stealthy? Are you trying to follow tracks? Give me an idea of how you're trying to do this.
As they consider that they hear Kellen going through and his arm goes clink, 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 clink. Oh, and then you hear clink, 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 clink. I really don't do much stealth, guys. Sorry.
I will say you do have a heavy storm, a heavy rain that is definitely making a lot of noise, but it also is making it harder to track.
I guess wargs can hear pretty well, huh?
I nod yes.
Mm.
Before I don't know how this is going to go, but wargs are involved. I'm a little worried. We just have to stay vigilant, my friends. And I kind of like clasp my fist to my chest. And as I do, there's not like a light or sound. There's just kind of like a soft pulse that comes off of me. And I'm going to cast Aid on me, Reggie, and Kellen. So you have +5 maximum hit points.
Go.
All right. And guys begin moving to the woods. Are we, like I said, are we doing it regular speed while tracking? Are we stealthily moving? That'll just take more time. Or are you moving fast and just, trying to follow the tracks quickly?
Well, if we move fast now, we know we probably got a head start, and then maybe we can slow up if we see anything.
Yeah, I think speed's the name of the game. We don't know how old these tracks are.
Is there any way to garner anything about the age of the tracks, considering you said it's raining a bunch?
Well, because you can see them, a lot of them are fading. Like I said, this is probably within a few hours. There's definitely mud.
Okay.
You know what? Make me a nature check, or survival. Your choice.
I got a 10.
Yeah, it's a heavy rain. Like, again, the tracks kind of fade away. Like I said, once you get about 100 feet out, because like tree cover and rain is moving, so it's just like it is hard to figure out how far these people traveled, and you can definitely tell that now that you got this far out, the last thing you notice is that there are large paw prints, so you can make the assumption that if there are wargs, person or thing that was taken was probably put on top of it. So whatever they are, they're probably moving pace.
Got it. And I concur with the moving quickly strategy.
All right, so you guys begin making your way, moving quickly. All right. My mic is cutting out.
Gene, you're
Yeah, no,
cutting
I
out,
noticed
brother.
my mic cut out. All right, so you guys begin moving your way. I would like fuck my mic. A perception check with disadvantage, or
Perception
survival,
checks.
your choice.
Both disadvantage.
All of us or just one person?
If someone wants to take lead, and then you can aid it to kind of cancel out the. Why the fuck is my mic?
I rolled terrible. I rolled a natural 1 with disadvantage. Yeah, I got a 4.
All right. All right, hold on. Is that working now? Now you're picking up my mic? Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I switched over to push to talk because my mic sensitivity wasn't picking it up. Okay, so, sorry, what was my highest survival?
With disadvantage, 4.
Okay. Uh, you begin moving. You have lost the tracks. Reggie can also make me a survival check separately, but his will be at regular because normally he'd be at disadvantage, but he has advantage because of scent.
Cool. Survival check for him.
Yes.
Oh, he got a fucking 20. Not nat.
Okay. So you guys begin moving quickly, and you cover a good amount of distance, but you come to a point where you're like, have we passed this tree already? The tracks are being washed away. And for a moment, there's a moment where you all begin to kind of look at each other like, I think we don't know where we're going next. And then Reggie heads over to a tree, begins growling at it, pawing it. And as you make your way, you see that there's a little bit of fur, like, a warg or something scratched itself against it. And he kind of sniffs, and then he takes off into the woods. And you guys begin rushing after. I'm imagining, are you going to be like, are you trying to follow on horseback, or would you be leaving your horses like back in the camp?
I mean, are we in like deep brush at this
Yeah,
point?
you're getting into heavier wood. Like, it's definitely growing, but you could take them. It's just they are larger creatures, and it's fine. I'm just asking, so I need to know if I need to put them on something.
Well, Kellen's not used to the whole riding on horses thing, so the easiest thing for him to do is go down and trudge it out 1 foot.
Okay, I mean, so you're at this point, as you guys are like debating it, Sparkle's like, the dragon appears. He goes, "I can watch the horses. Fine, I can watch the horses."
Perfect. Thank you. I'll
And
be right back.
he goes, "Achoo!" and glitter shines over him, and he becomes a human, a fully naked human. Grabs the reins, and he ties the. He goes, "I am a human person now. I polymorphed myself into a human man.
Cover yourself up, man. Jeez.
It's really cold out here."
Kellen's
I
off to the
bet.
races. He's not worried about this stuff.
And so, with that taken care of, you guys make your way through the forest. You are not being quiet. Okay.
We're taking
Yeah, I
off.
think it's about speed.
Cool. Okay. Well then, let's switch over. All right, I have switched you over to the battle map, and I gotta switch all the cool servers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, there we are.
Fucking
Well, apparently we found a reaver.
sorry, I gotta adjust it so everyone else can see.
Oh.
All right, so you guys begin rushing through the woods, and the woods begin to kind of clear out, and you see a rushing river, kind of heading, flowing. And I will say where, if you can see where I'm marking it, that looks like a cave entrance, where an underwater river, coming from.
Okay.
Yeah, you hear the rushing flow. The rain is up. It is not pleasant out. Actually, can everyone give me a Constitution save?
Yeah, I got that.
Not very hard. It just represents you guys running.
18.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
Reggie got a 6, but I got an 18.
I'll say Reggie doesn't have to because, again, since he's tracking and not being ridden at this point, I don't.
Right. Okay.
I will say you do have a group inspiration if someone would like to re-roll that.
That's probably me that should be rerolling. Yeah.
You probably.
Okay. I will use that. And I will get a 9.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. So Sam,
This is what it is.
you suffer a level of exhaustion. What that means is you are disadvantaged on skill checks or ability checks. That's it.
Okay.
You're a little tired. You're running all this time in this horrible wet weather, and that's all it does. So that means for initiative, you're going to be at disadvantage because that's a skill check or an ability check, and that's really all it does. It doesn't affect your saving throws.
Okay, doke.
Okay, so right. So as you guys kind of run to the edge of this river, you see a tree line that you kind of get out of, and behind, over here, like I said, see a cave, or actually, sorry, can't really see. Here, I'll show you what you. See kind of a river heading toward what looks like a wooded thing and some caves in the.
Gene, this river's moving pretty quick, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Right. All right. Dizzy is just gonna kind of pull some rope and sling it over his shoulder. And Gene, I'm gonna try to jump this gap.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check.
Sure. $27.
Cool. And for shits and giggles, give me a. Do you have disadvantage on stealth checks?
I do not. Stealth, yes, I do.
Give me a stealth check, disadvantage, and a -5.
Oh gosh, okay.
Jeez.
It's the -5 because you were moving at a fast pace.
Nah, I'm gonna do it. With -5, Gene, that's
Okay. So move yourself across. You leap.
okay. And can I say that I tied the rope off like to like some trees that are hanging out over here?
Absolutely.
Cool. So I'll tie the rope off here, and then do a running leap and land over here.
Okay.
Yep, perfect. Perfect.
To
Yep,
do some stuff real quick. What's everyone's passive perception? For just sakes.
Just for fun. Passive perception. I'm 11.
14.
I have a 10, but Reggie has an 18.
Okay. Whose passive is 15 or above?
Not me.
Just Reggie.
That's
Reggie, the dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, you begin to leap across, and in that moment, Reggie begins panic barking. I need everyone to roll initiative.
There we go.
Dun-dun-dun.
A whole 8.
Oh, I didn't click my token like a butthole.
5.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm an 8.
And that's with the disadvantage.
Reggie's just gonna go on your initiative, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, Kellen, what'd you get?
8.
Good night, bud. Otis, what'd you get?
A 5.
Oh, Finn has a
All right,
passive.
not strong, guys.
Finn has a passive 15, so he also noted. Sorry, I'm just doing initiatives. Okay, so top of the order. I'm going to reveal more of the map now. All right, so top of the initiative is this guy. Can't do anything, so he'll remain. No. So he begins moving forward. And he will ready an action. Rennie, a goblin appears around the side of the woods and fires a bow at you.
What on goblin violence?
Does AC 18 hit you?
It does not.
So you recognize this goblin. This is one of your cousins. As an arrow fires and plinks off your armor. Then he'll bonus action disengage and run away.
Yep. The goblin way.
All right. Finn goes, oh, fuck. He will bonus action hide. That's so high. And then he will throw a knife. Brain knife. And he's going to sharpshoot it. Actually, they're goblins. You hear this goblin who's about to like take a shot at who he can see. Just a psychic knife hits his brain, and he just falls over dead. Gotcha, fucker, is what he says. All right, that's him. Okay, Dizzy, you're no longer surprised.
No.
Reggie can act.
Reggie can act. Ooh.
Because he's not surprised either.
I don't know how confident I feel about Reggie crossing this river.
I mean, there was a thinner point up here.
Back here. All right, yeah. Reggie's gonna keep the barking up, and he'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Gene, he will attempt to cross at this point. Do you need a check from him? I mean, he has the strength to make that jump.
No, he's fine.
Okay. 35, 40, 45, 50, 75, 80. So he's going to dash, but he'll get to there.
Okay, so as he dashes, he sees. Actually, no, he made it. He made his perception check. He sees a goblin hiding in wait.
Just starts growling.
Oh, he dashed to get there?
Correct.
Okay, got you. All right. A large warg rushes you.
Oh, that is a big war. Jeez.
But you're used to these things, and it goes to bite you, and you like hurl a log in it and snaps it in half. But I rolled a natural 1, so you're good to go. Kellen, you are no longer surprised. Odathesh, you are no longer surprised, and the other goblins. This hidden goblin, any advantage, he will just attack Reggie with his short sword or scimitar.
Okay.
AC 23.
That'll do it.
Reggie will take 3 points of slashing damage. And
Yeah.
so moving through the wood line, since you still didn't notice him because the stealth is high enough, a scimitar comes out of the wood line, slashing at you. AC 15, he bounces off you, and then he disengages and runs back to the wood line. All right, no one is surprised anymore, and now it is top of the initiative. They have not gotten a turn to call out yet, but they definitely started their ambush. But you have a feeling that if they can, if it starts looking worse, that they might try to call for help. Seeing that you know goblin tactics. All right, that one's dead, so he's dead. All right, he's not. Coming over this. Yeah, he moves over here and he will shoot his bow. An arrow plinks off your shield. And Finn. 30. He dashes. Goes, hey, buddy, I got you back. And he will try to stab.
Nice.
He bonus action dashed. Oh, but he misses because I rolled really badly. So that is his turn. Dizzy, it is your turn.
It is my turn. You guys don't have to do this. We were kin once.
Need the blood of the lawful to finish the ritual.
Yeah.
Well, you're not getting mine, and I'm gonna take out my war pick that my papa gave me and fucking smash it into this. You know what? I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on this warg. And I'm gonna hit it with, or I'm gonna attempt to hit it with my war pick. How'd I do? AC 23.
Yeah, big hit, big hit.
Great. So I will deal an extra. Wow. So I'll deal 14 damage. And Gene, I'm going to give this Fury of the Small. He can take another 5. So he can take 19.
I mean, he goes from fully fresh to almost dead. And he's. But it's still up.
The rest of you can still live through this. You're beast. And I swing again. Not so much.
Also, not this one. I killed him already. He can't make it.
It's going to be another hit, Gene. And
You don't have to roll damage.
great.
Oh.
Your minimum kills it with a Hunter's Mark. So you crash again, and it goes down.
Great. And I am going to move
You
forward.
can move through the forest as difficult terrain.
Ooh, good to know. You know what? I'm going to do that. 10, 20, 30. I'm going to move right up on my buttons here.
He's just got his eyes go wide.
I don't want to kill you, but I will. And I'm done.
Okay, well, the warg doesn't get a turn then. Kellen, it is your turn.
Oh, okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And there's nobody for me to shoot, so I will do a double move. And
You can shoot this one. He's in range.
hold on, I don't see him. The move is true. Yes, I can get him with a firebolt through my gun. Basically,
he's
Kellen
40 feet away from you.
Kellen pushes a button. 25.
Big hit.
So it does 11 plus I get an extra D8.
Don't worry. Don't worry about that
Okay.
extra D8.
Alrighty then.
As you fire it, it just like burns across. Rennie, could you make me a wisdom save? With advantage.
Everybody.
With advantage, because you can't see it. You definitely understand it.
But I feel the heat. Wisdom save?
You know that kind of scream.
Yep. 18.
You're good. You didn't see it, so it's easy, but like you smell something familiar and you just power through because you have something you have to do. But it's bad.
Yep.
Anything else, Kellen?
No, that's it. That's all I can do.
Otis.
Actually, I can, yeah, I moved to my full, so that I'm done. Otiseth.
Otis, it is your turn.
drag
Sorry,
it. Your
I had my
turn.
mute on. Trying to make sense of this map. It looks like there's 2 goblins left.
Yes, there's one over here, and there's
Yeah,
one
and
that
then
you.
one up there.
Oh, actually, Rennie. Is Reggie attacking? Sorry, because he goes in your.
Oh, right. Yeah, he would have. I'm sorry, Gene. That's my bad. I completely forgot.
That's fine. Sorry.
I will be very quick.
There might be one left by the end of this. I'll let you know. Give me a second, Sam.
All right. AC 10, I'm guessing, misses, and AC 10 misses. Reggie does a lot of barking.
Carry on. All right. So now with this, there are currently 2. You can technically move through the woods as double movement, as difficult terrain, but currently you don't really have line of sight on anything.
Oh, interesting. If I get to the edge of the water, will I?
I would say that if you got to the edge of the water, you could probably see this one. It would have a little bit of cover. Oh, yeah, no, you can definitely see that guy, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna move there. I'm gonna summon a spirit weapon next to him and attack him with the spirit weapon.
Okay.
I only got a 12 to attack.
Okay, that unfortunately misses.
Yeah, that's fine.
The
spirit weapon just hangs out there, right? So
yeah, I would get a token, but I'll get a token for next time.
Yeah, I think this will probably end.
You have an action if you'd like to take one. You can drop like a cantrip on him or something.
Yeah. I'll toll the dead.
Bong. Save.
Yeah, DC 15.
All right, he fails.
Is he wounded?
He is fully fresh.
Okay, so he takes. We're level 5, so he takes 2d8. 5 damage.
Okay, so kind of like instead of a bong, it's more like a low growl emanates out of you. This guy just stares at you with fear as blood begins to pour from his eyes and ears. He is very injured. All right, so this guy goes. He will attack Finn, miss, and then he will disengage.
It is the goblin way.
So he starts heading around to try to get into this cavern. That's as far as he gets. This one also attacks you. Goes, Disbin, you betrayer. You.
I've been called worse.
AC 18.
Not doing it.
Wegtip said you'd be coming. We're ready. And he starts running.
Oh, no. Okay.
So he disengages, and that's his turn. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. Finn's up. And you know what? Finn will move over here, and he will attack. And so his first psychic blade kind of goes wide, and the guy ducks back, and he puts his shield in the way, and Finn just flips the other hand of the psychic knife and just plunges it through the shield, and the thing goes and just falls over. He is dead. All right, Dizzy, it is your turn.
Okay. Gene, I'm going to kind of goblet. I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to plant my war pick in the stump next to me, and I'm going to very slowly march over to him. And I'm going to go up to him, and with my free hand, I'd like to grapple him.
Okay. Athletics check.
$23.
You grab him.
And I'm going to lift him off his feet, and I'm going to go, "Where's the girl?" And bonus action, mark, and I'm just deck him. I'm just going to fucking sock him.
All right, roll me an attack.
I have an unarmed. Where is it? Oh, it's in my text. Oh, there it is. AC 20.
You punch this guy unconscious with your minimum damage. And, but make me an insight check before you ring his
Sure.
bell.
Sure. 16, Gene.
His eyes definitely darted back toward the
Okay.
and without a warning called too loudly, rushing of the water and the rain keeps pattering. Everything seems to settle down in that quick action, and luckily they didn't get into. And as it's finishing up, Finn grabs this goblin that he stabbed and pulls him back so he doesn't flow into like the river to like fall further in, so they would notice. All right, so you guys have quickly and quietly dispatched the goblin people.
Nice.
You can kind of like freely move up on the map if you want, or you can talk or do whatever.
Yeah.
I'll move up. I'll move
Kellen,
up to this.
When you roll up to me, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I think this crap was meant for me. It's my mom, Kellen.
We will take care of it. No problem.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this.
They're here to harm us. We'll work through it. If she'll surrender, then we'll take her prisoner. We will get the girl back.
She's just not the surrendering type.
No.
All right. Well, yeah, the girl's more important than anything else. Right. Okay. Let's do this.
Let's move ahead.
And I'm gonna go retrieve my war pick, and I will begin to move to the mouth of the cave. Reggie will.
Kellen will move with him, kind of holding his gun up to give like a little bit of covering fire if needed.
Yeah, I'll follow.
And kind of takes that side. You guys can, if you want to move yourself, so you kind of like peek around. There's some ambient light, but it's pretty low because of the like storm outside. But those with dark vision can definitely clearly see a little bit. And those without, it's pretty dim.
So we can't climb over this wall, Gene. We kind of have to go through the water.
Mean, you can climb over it, or you could try to sidle around it. But it looks like it's kind of like a big gate that can be sealed.
Well, Kellen will go climb on it, so I can cover any people that don't wish to climb, so I can kind of see over it.
Make me an athletics check, please.
Yeah. I rolled a 6.
It is too slippery, getting hard, and you can't get a good grip.
Okay, I'll slide down here and say, yeah, this is really slippery. Might have to go around.
I'm gonna try to stay quiet. And Gene, I will attempt stealth as I move in.
Yep, if everyone wants to give me a stealth check.
Eight.
I got an 8 as well.
A 9.
Oh, wow.
Good.
I mean, I'll give you one for Reggie. Does it really? I don't think his stealth is that impressive. He's not at disadvantage, but it's not impressive.
We still have the temporary hit points, or did that fade by now? That lasts for what? Concentration, right?
8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and those hit points are max hit points, Kellen. They can be healed back up.
So they're not temporary. Cool.
Nope. Your hit point maximum is just 5 higher.
All right, you guys begin moving your way in. You are hit by the smell of like musk and nasty animals. Definitely very barny. A little bit of fetid meat. And you hear the pitter patter of rain, and in the distance, you begin to hear someone in Goblin being like, "All right, you should eat now," growling back, and then eat, shaking and rattling of chains. Good, you should eat. To the
Gene, what direction do we hear that from?
around there.
That way. Okay. I'm gonna kind of look
You currently
across.
don't look
Okay.
sound like you've been like heard yet or noticed.
Okay. I'm gonna look
Can
at
I-
everyone, and I'm pointing that way.
Well, I'm going to move up to here. I'm going to pull out a little gadget, do a little tinkering, and then a little object makes, and it kind of pulses out. So basically, Otiseth and Diz, you get the effects of little protector. So basically, you kind of see a
Cool.
red light on, and it goes beep, and it kind of positive energy comes out, and you will get roll a dime. Oh, wrong one. D8. Where's the D8? Okay, I rolled too many of them. For disregard 2. So you get 7. You get set. The D8 was 7, so you get 7 temp. The three of us get 7 temporary hit points.
Awesome.
As he kind of has this like device on his
Nice.
armor that's like, and you guys kind of get this like light energy shield around all of you.
So what that'll do is that'll move ahead. That can also move 50. Can I have a little object to move that, Gene? Because that thing can move 15 feet.
It can, but you can also just carry it because it's tiny.
Oh,
If you-
okay. I'll
if
carry.
you'd
I'll
like
carry it.
to just be
It'll attach.
centered
It'll
on you.
attach to my wrist.
Okay. Yeah. So, Finn is very stealthy, so he kind of keeps going, and he looks to you all. Eyes go wide, and he like points ahead to that area.
Area. Okay.
You guys can move. And I'll just let you know if you need to.
Yeah. Before we move, I'm gonna kind of whisper. Listen, I can probably draw 1 or 2 out, so we could take a couple out before this gets real loud. I know that the girl's probably in there, so we might fast. But what do you think?
Kellen says fine, but I have to go take care of Corfin first. So basically, I'll go there. The little button will activate, and then he'll get some temporary hit points as well.
You want to also have Reggie in that too?
Yeah, can I get him within? Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry.
And as you move closer, you begin to hear loud growling, like something notices you, and then you just hear following that, "Hey, be quiet. No need to get rustled up. I know it's big and scary outside, but you'll be fine." This is all in Goblin.
Okay, you get 8 temporary hit points for Reggie and for Corfin.
Please. Reggie needs those temp
You
HPs.
see a large ogre with 3 wargs in like small pens that they barely fit in. And he's like,
Nice.
and they're like really hackles up, trying to move. But he's like, "No, it's stormy and rainy. Don't want to get hurt." And he's speaking in goblinoid.
All right. At this point, I'm gonna kind of step right there, and Gene, I'm gonna kind of step here and go in Goblin. I'm gonna go, "Hey, we're here for the girl. If you give her up, we can all walk away from this."
He just looks at you. Huh? Oh, hello. He doesn't seem to
Hi.
see your friends yet. What girl?
The girl with the red hair.
He kind of looks at his wargs. They don't got red hair.
Disney seems to like go back in time. The Hoomy girl.
Oh, I'm Fang Clang. Who are you? I haven't seen you, but I've seen a lot of people like you here.
Hi, Fang Clang. I'm I'm a Nartleby. I'm cousins with Riztil.
Oh, you look like Wegtip, but you got a weird mushy face.
Yep. I'm with Waytibs. I'm Fortis.
Make me a deception check.
Sure. Yeah, you guys can hear Disney trying to lie on the fly. He doesn't sound very confident. 13.
Okay. Just you calm down as they start barking and trying to bite at the things. They look aggressive, like they can sense other things. But he's like, okay. And he just turns back to his wargs.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
I gotta go report to Wegtibs some prisoners. So, see you later.
Oh,
I'm gonna kind of like do a hand motion of like, come on, guys. And Gene, I'm gonna try to get up to this bridge,
okay.
keeping my eyes on him.
Otis will follow and just sort of look confused.
Okay, so you guys all begin moving. Hold on one sec.
Sure. I'm just gonna move the bridge up a little bit too. Me.
As you guys all get to about here, the wargs start freaking out. Uh, this one is stuck, and the other two burst out of their cage. He goes,
Perfect.
what? And I think that is where we're gonna take a break.
That's
Okay.
All right. So thank you all for watching. We're gonna take a 15-minute break, and we'll come back by, let's say, 9:35. Probably wrap up after you deal with whatever's happening.
Nice.
Sounds good.
All right.
Outer space.
We are back. I think everything. That looks good. All right. So, as the two wargs bust out of their cages, charging toward you. There, let's see. So one warg doesn't break out, and it's the one all the way to the left. It's shaking. It's gonna make another check against its cage. It busts out, but that's its entire action. And it just rushes to you, but that's all it does. Actually, it'll move here. Kind of blocking off the end. Alright, next one. This one moves right here, and it will attack you, Kellen.
Of course. Ooh, too bad.
I imagine an AC 7 will miss.
Yes, it will.
So you kind of put your armor in the way, and it bites down. Dizzy, it is your turn.
All right. Stand next to my mates, and I'm gonna bonus action hunters. Oh yeah, I fucking hit him. He will take 15 damage.
Who are you attacking, sir?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm attacking in front.
The warg. Okay. 15 damage?
Yes, 15. Oh, 14 damage.
All right, you slam into it, and blood begins pouring, and you see the ogre's eyes went down with beady hate. How dare you, Dak Fluffy, in Goblin? And this fetid breath comes out, pulls some chains down that obviously looks like they're collars. All right, that's all he does. Anything else with your next attack?
All right. Yes, I will swing a AC 16.
I'll hit.
Okay, I will deal another 15 damage.
And Fluffy falls over, lifeless. And a howl of sadness and rage bellow from this. All right. Anything else? Reginald.
Yeah, Reggie is going. That's Reggie, go. Let's see how to do. Oh shoot! I think he hit AC 21.
Oh yeah, big hit.
Yeah, he'll deal 5 damage, and then AC 9.
That'll miss.
Yep, he'll deal 5 damage.
All right. Finn's like, all right, I guess we're stabbing, and he starts stabbing.
Nice.
Sneak attack, and the second is offhand attack. All right, he stabs twice with these glowing psychic blades, and they vanish, and the thing staggers. Still, Odathesh, it is your turn.
Okay, so we have 2 wolves up, and then this goblin-y dude.
So there are 2 wargs left. One's very hurt, and then there's this giant ogre.
Okay.
He's like 13 and a half foot tall, covered in this like weird padded heavy armor, has like chains, fetid breath.
Cool. I'm gonna step forward to here,
And then
and then I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
That's awesome.
Oh shit!
I'm going to exempt my party members.
What is that? 15 feet circle.
15-foot radius. Yeah.
Okay, that
Should have
sounds
everybody.
awful. And that's it.
Yeah, but every time their turns start, things happen.
Saving. He will fail his wisdom save.
Okay. It's 10. It's 10 necrotic.
Okay.
He also moves at half speed.
That's fair. 20. Yeah. 30. Rennie, you can take an attack for opportunity if you like.
I choose not to.
And he goes, "You hurt my friends," and he takes this chain. And actually, no, he doesn't want to hurt his friend. Well, actually, there we go. Yeah, he'll move right there. So technically, Odathesh, you get an attack for opportunity. Not
Sweet. And I have to use it as a melee attack. I can't cast a spell, right?
unless you have Warcaster.
I certainly have Warcaster.
Well, then you can use a spell that just targets him.
Okay. I'll Toll the Dead.
That's nasty.
Fails.
Okay. And since he's wounded, he takes 2d12.
Rough, buddy.
I rolled badly. He takes 4.
He growls. He just starts swinging his chain around. I need everyone to make me a dex save right now.
$19.
I rolled a
My
20.
damage rolls.
What's our DC, Gene?
14.
Do you? Cool. I fail and
Okay. If you failed, you take 8 damage and you are knocked prone. If you passed, you
Okay.
take 4 damage.
all right. Gene, I am going to put my shield in the way for.
Does this work against saving throw based?
Great question. I will check. It is. When a creature you can see hits a target other.
So he didn't hit with an attack.
Cool. So I will not.
But,
So 8 damage.
and as a bonus action with this rage in his eyes, he punches at you, Dizzy.
Yep.
You killed his friend. Well, he misses. Wait, you were knocked prone.
With
Right?
advantage?
Oh, no.
I was not prone.
He still misses because you have very high AC.
Okay.
But he tries to pound you in the ground. But that's it. Kellen, it's your turn.
Perfect. I go right there. I push a little button on the side and I let go with a.
Oh, I'm sorry. And also, he would have. Sorry, he backs up a little bit further. But keep going.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, that's not an issue. And I will blast him with a 3rd level Burning Hands.
Okay. Dex save.
His dex save. Oh, very bad damage, but I'm not done yet.
13.
Plus...
2, 1, 1, 3, 1.
I know. 11 total.
That sucks, buddy.
And he failed, right?
Oh, yeah, he failed.
Okay, 11 damage, unfortunately.
Okay. Fire washes over him and he. Ugh.
And I am not done yet because my My little device pulses out, and everybody gets an additional 12 hit point, 12 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Nice. So some of you might have been a
So
little
good.
hurt, and now you're that replaces your old 10. Cool.
Yep.
Can you roll me a reliability check on your gun? Just roll d20.
Okay.
Just don't get a 1.
Rolled an 8. I'm good.
Perfect. Your gun stays
And,
intact.
and I'm happy with my location.
Okay. Cool. This warg makes its wisdom save. So how much damage do I take?
I didn't hit him. It
No,
was
no.
a burning hand.
No, I know,
Oh.
but so it's the warg's turn, and Sam's Spirit Guardians are up. So
Oh, sorry.
On his turn, he failed.
he made it. He got an 18.
Okay, so he takes half damage. Sorry, I gotta find the spell again to roll. All right, I'll just roll 3d8. So half of 11. I don't know if
Okay,
everyone's down
5.
there. So.
All right, and he rushes forward to you, and he attacks.
That seems reasonable.
But with a natural 1, it seems like whatever these like weird shadow, like almost dragons and things moving. Actually, you tell me, what's your Spirit Guardians look like? Actually, you tell me.
I mean, I think they're exactly what you said. They're like these ethereal, this like dark gray black cloud of ethereal like dragon looking things, but not dragon in the way like I'm a big lizard, like dragon in the way you think of them with like big wings.
Okay. I mean, so could it be? Is it like kind of like a fog, and as they move through it, like something claws in the dark, or a?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay.
You can sort of see it like it's like a dark cloud, and then you can sort of see these little like wisps of what look to be like dragony.
So when it goes to
creatures.
bite you, a large shadowy maw closes around it, and it like shrugs back and misses you. All right. This one, even if it makes it save, dies. So it's done. Dizzy, it's your turn.
Right.
Yeah, you all.
Um,
Sorry. Before you go, you all watch as this like shadowy claw rips through this warg, and the warg gets consumed by this smoke. And you don't hear any.
Oh
remains.
God.
You don't hear any remains hit the floor. Carry on. Now it's your turn.
I attack Odyseth? No, kidding. All right, I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark this war in front of me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give him the pick. I fucking crush this dude for 13.
It staggers back, but it's still alive.
Okay, let's try it again. That's a crit.
I mean, you could roll damage if you'd like to, but you don't have to.
In other words,
No,
he's dead.
I don't need to.
Okay.
I'll just describe my kill if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this, I kind of like get back on my feet, shake my head, like look up at, and I kind of revolve my war pick around his leg, dragging it, kind of pulling the closer to me. And as this thing kind of snaps, I catch it on my shield, and I take the war pick and I just slam it right in the base of the neck 1, 2, 3 times, and it kind of just jerks and goes.
You hear another challenging bellow from the ogre, and it is echoing loudly through this cave. So what didn't know before now knows you are here. What does Reggie do? Are you moving or anything?
I move down, and Reggie kind of growls. Is gonna be there and try to hit. Ooh, doing okay. AC 21
Big hit.
and AC 14.
Also hit.
Nice. He will do a total 11 attacks.
Some blood begins to pour out of these wounds. It's like breathing heavy, but still up.
It's my turn.
Finn will just kind of like puts his finger in the air to see the wind flow in the cave. Just throws a dagger with sharpshooter.
Nice.
Plus 2. Misses, and then second shot is a natural 20. Oh boy.
Oh, God.
Oh boy. He's just like, the first one goes wide, and the ogre like looks back like, huh? And as he turns back, this other one plants right through his ear. You watch just the like sparks of like psionic crystals like flow through the other side, and it just looks at you. There's a placid look in its eyes as it crumples to the floor. Dude, rogue skritting, it's real rough.
Yeah.
But I will say, unfortunately, as it falls and it waits, crashes, the bridge in front of you shatters beneath it.
Oh, shit.
As
Do you want to
it's like
save or
wrapped
check
in,
for?
it's like wrapped in chains. Yeah, here, I'm gonna move it out. Yeah, Rennie, give me a deck save, but I will say, because you're still on the mostly ground side of the bridge, you can do it with advantage.
Yep. 14.
You're good. So you leap back as it crushes, and just you begin watching it float out or float further down the tunnel and tunnel. And you see it head to this, a loud clattering, and you begin to hear the sound of things chattering. Goblins.
That's the sound we like.
And it sounds like there's a lot. There is a small. Oh.
What was that last part, G?
Sorry, you see a small wooden wall, kind of decorated before. Seems like there's only one entrance to keep going for. Wherever.
Right. I'm coming, wag tips.
And you begin, as you kind of begin getting closer to here, you begin to start hearing chanting in the far distance. And I'll say let's as you kind of you can kind of pull up to about there. And then
Okay.
once everyone gets there, we'll kind of narrate. I'm gonna move over. You're there. And your spell lasts 10 minutes, so it's still up.
Yep.
And he kind of keeps sailing. He goes under the bridge, under the wall, into wherever this is. And as you kind of look forward, notice that you see a bunch of goblins readied with bows.
Oh
A
yeah.
large lake ahead of you, chanting coming from back here in the shadows. If you where I'm clicking,
Oh, way up there. Okay.
but it kind of like
Oh, damn. Okay.
the sound bounces, and Rennie, you begin. It's a chanting in Goblin, and it reminds you of that first time you saw Wegtib cut open that chicken, sacrificing it to some force, some nature that you don't really understand. As you guys kind of make your way to the edge of that, see your father pull forward. Well, I got his name. Gearzor, riding a warg. This warg has a saddle passed down generation to generation. Your father, an adamantine chain shirt with a well-crafted bone short bow. He goes, "Son, you have finally returned home. Your mother waiting." That's
Oh
Whoa.
no!
Thanks guys for playing my sweet goblin adventure.
Yeah, sorry, my family reunions aren't that much fun.
This is best family reunion ever. Also, I should probably move them
Yes.
so other people can. Oop, as I revealed that.
It is about to go down.
There's a lot of goblins over there, and you don't even know what's in the other corner. It's fine. Things are gonna go well. But yeah, so thank you for the family reunion. Thank you guys all for playing. Sam, thanks for joining us on the vacation.
Thanks
But
for having me.
yeah, so in 2 weeks, a few of us are busy. We're not gonna do a session then, just kind of letting everyone know. But maybe we'll do a makeup on one of the off weeks. If people are available.
Makeup.
We'll coordinate schedules and we'll let you all know. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks. I use a little Mac mix of Zap maps and 2 Minute Tabletop for my maps, and I use the tokens from 2 Minute Tabletops. So yeah, all right.
Nice.
All right, thank you. Put our wrap up. Everyone have a good night. See you next time.